What's up guys, I'm Cara Kalan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. We talk all things beauty and lifestyle on this channel, so I'm looking forward to you joining the team. So hit that subscribe button to see more content like this. So today I'm here bringing you tea, sis. I'm here to give you 10 reasons why your natural hair is just not growing.
It just won't budge. I thought I do everything right. I deep condition. I trim.
Well, I'm here to give you 10 reasons as to why your hair may not be growing. I feel like growing your hair is a journey of trials and errors, and sometimes we get comfortable with the hair habits that we've created over time. Whether it's a product you stand by or a go-to hairstyle, sometimes these habits can be harming your hair more than you know. So that's why I'm here today to help you figure out what's wrong, girl? So the first reason why your hair isn't growing is you aren't doing your protective stylings correctly. If you're a person that is constantly using a wig as a protective style, that could be cool, but a lot of the times it just leads to hair neglect. Whether it's leaving your braids in for months, constant rubbing, tugging, pulling while your wig is on, scratching through your wig, which can in turn create bald spots. This is something that I see too often with people that use wigs for protective styling. You kind of just forget about your hair and just go with the flow. Making sure to take out those braids once every week or every 2 weeks, refreshing, re-washing, and re-moisturizing your hair before putting that wig back on can make a dramatic difference in your natural hair journey. If you aren't a person that's into wigs, but you're getting tight braids, you're wearing a tight poof or a slick bun, you're forcing your hair to go into a ponytail or these poofs for this specific look. You use a lot of heat, or you're just a natural girl, and I'm guilty of this, who has found a style and you are sticking to it, honey. You have mastered the wash and go and you're gonna do it for the rest of your life. These are also things that can be considered hair neglect. It's what you call a lazy natural. I know it's hard to get used to, but once you practice good hair habits, you'll see the results you've been wanting sooner than you think. Number 3 is obvious. You aren't getting trimmed. How many times I gotta tell you about a trim? Trim your hair. You will only see positive things once you let go of that dead weight. Maybe you're someone that's holding on to that length because you're uncomfortable with your hair being extremely short. If you are that person, you need to stay proactive and you need to stay on top of things. Your hairdresser shouldn't have to bring it up every time like, hey, you wanna cut this? Girl, you wanna cut this? It needs to be cut. If you're a person that is prolonging when you cut your hair, when you go to your hairdresser, you need to let her know, hey, today's the day I'm ready to take a little off. But a lot of the times your hairdresser is not gonna keep nagging you on something that she knows you really don't wanna do. So get your trims frequently and try, although it's hard, to detach yourself from your hair. It is just hair. It will grow back. Number 4, you aren't listening to what your hair actually needs. If something is irritating your scalp or causing soreness or pain, don't just continue to do it. If every time you put braids in and you have a red, bumpy, itchy scalp, do the research. Perhaps your skin is allergic to the coating that is on braiding hair, so you might need to soak it in some apple cider vinegar before getting your braids. If you know something is drying your hair out, but you continue to use it. If something is causing your hair to shed and thin out, but you love the length, so you just continue to use it. Don't ignore the signs when your hair is in need. Catching these issues or what your hair doesn't like early on can lead to a positive outcome. Number 5, and I know so many people that go through this, you're too focused on length instead of health and thickness. Try to shift your focus on your actual hair health. Don't focus on length retention or battling yourself with, what hair texture am I? 4C, 4A, B, Z, Z, T, F, F, G, G, G. It don't fucking matter. Focus on retaining body and fullness, on having a healthy scalp. Once you start focusing on those things that are far more important than length, the length will just come overnight. Just drink your water, use your oil, finger detangle, and keep hope alive, sis. Number 6, and I've talked about this so much, you just aren't gentle enough. If you're the type of person that gets frustrated while detangling and just end up ripping through your hair, if you haven't implemented finger detangling like I've been telling y'all in the past, I don't know how many videos, you're scrubbing your hair with your fingernails instead of the pads of your fingers. You're doing too much pulling and tugging. You're forcing your hair into styles it's not ready for, such as puffs and poofs and ponies. Or you're forcing your edges into braids and twists and sleek looks when your edges are already working on healing. Ignoring what you already know is going on with your hair just for a look, a temporary look at that, is just not worth it. Don't compromise your hair, your edges, or your scalp for one look. Number 7, you aren't consistent enough. Enough. You just aren't consistent enough, sis. Consistency is key, and that's with everything. If you're a person that half-asses your wash days just to get it over with, you don't take your time to detangle, you aren't consistent with your mask or keeping up with your trims. Your consistency or lack thereof is one of the main reasons why your hair is struggling. Your hair likes to know that you're thinking about it and you're remembering to do things such as moisturize, trim, and oiling your scalp. So making sure not to skip out on these things will allow you to see maximum growth. Number 8, and I'm pretty sure you've heard this before. If not, I'm here to tell you, you're touching your hair too much. You're not doing low manipulation protective styles. If you did your wash to go on Monday and you redid it on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, your hair does not want to go through all that. Find a schedule and stick to it. Whether you're doing your hair once a week or once every 2 weeks, learn to give your hair those breaks that it needs. If you're not giving your hair any free time from the ponytail holder or the tight braids, or you're redoing that same twist out, that same wash and go day after day after day after day, leave your hair alone. Find a schedule and stick to it. Number 9, and I'm sick and tired. You are too caught up on these fads, on these things you see on YouTube, on these things you see on Instagram. Oh, someone used rice water every day, I'm gonna do that too. No, too much protein is bad for your hair and can in turn make your hair dry, dull, and cause a lot of breakage. Yes, you will get the length, but is the length anything without the fullness? You started being consistent and taking a vitamin, a hair vitamin that you've seen endorsed by a celebrity. Sis, that celebrity is getting paid to sell that product. It is fine to get into these hair vitamins, but make sure you're reading the ingredients. Make sure that it's a vitamin that's not cause your hair to thin. Watch more reviews than the ones that the celebrities give you. Don't just keep taking that hair vitamin because you see such progress in your length, because your hair could literally get down to your ass and be thin as hell. So make sure to research. If there's a fad you found out about, keep researching it until you can't find anything anymore. Do not let your hair be a guinea pig for shit you find on the internet. Number 9, you don't know the porosity of your hair. Knowing the type of porosity of your hair can be so crucial. Your porosity is the way that your hair takes moisture. To figure out your porosity, you could do what's called a porosity test. That's when you take a couple strands from your hairbrush, drop them into a bowl of water. Leave them in there for 2 to 4 minutes. If your hair floats, you have low porosity hair. If it sinks, you have high porosity hair. Now, what does that mean? High porosity hair has gaps and holes in the cuticles, which allow moisture to penetrate your hair easily. With low porosity hair, it's a little more difficult for it to absorb moisture. So you may have to wet your hair with warm water every time you're about to apply a product to your hair. Do the research and find someone online with your type of hair and try to implement some of the regimens that they use on their hair in your hair. I have high porosity hair and my hair just drinks up all that moisture. But if you're someone with low porosity hair, that moisture might just be sitting on the cuticles of your hair and not actually penetrating them.
Which, if you're paying all these money for products that you think to make your hair grow, and you put it on your hair the wrong way and it's not growing and you're confused,
that's because your hair is low porosity. So make sure you do the research on what type of hair you have, and I'm telling you, sis, it's up from there. The number 10 reason why your hair is struggling to grow, sis, is you are following someone else's hair routine. My hair is not your hair, is not her hair, is not his hair. We all have different hair. Everyone's hair can take different things. Some people's hair can handle more heat than others. Some people's hair can handle more moisture than others. Some need less moisture. Listen to your hair. Your hair is speaking to you. So just because you see that I'm using a list of products, that doesn't mean you should go out and buy all of those products and try them on yourself. Because your hair might not respond to them the same way that mine did. And now you just wasted like $50 on hair products. Gradually buy products and use them and pay attention to how your hair reacts to them. Being cautious of the ingredients and the ingredients that are going in your hair and touching your scalp. So very important when it comes to your hair journey. That's it, guys. I hope this video was very helpful for you, and I hope that maybe you figured out why your hair isn't growing, and now you can implement more healthy hair habits so that your hair can be long. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you like this kind of content and subscribe so you don't miss a beat. I love you guys, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video.